Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing? How are y'all doing? Today is Saturday. Saturday evening. Everybody good? Everybody? Wait a minute. She said, who got KILLED? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Kathy Meadows. Where you hearing that noise from? There has been an incident. Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody get KILLED during that Trump rally? That was sad. I saw that. Now, as much as I don't like that man, I do not, and I mean do not advocate for somebody trying to assassinate our president. Yes, I don't. I know, a lot of people, different strokes for different folks, but I do not advocate for that. Nope. Oh, okay. So they did take him down. Okay, MB. Thanks for that information. I'm literally, and this ain't what this conversation about to be about, y'all, but I'm literally shocked as to how he was able to get that close. You know what I'm saying? To where he can actually get that close to the president to where he can, his aim, left some type of damage. Exactly, Mary. All right, anyway, y'all, today is Ask Amoira. Nobody sent me questions, so I'm going to allow, this is not going to be a long live. Let me say that. I'm going to allow you guys to drop a question or two if you want me to answer your question. A question or two. She said it was staged. It did look kind of like that, but at the same time, I don't know. I just do think they had him wide open. But at any rate, ask your questions. If not, if you don't have any questions, I would like to show you guys a video that's pertaining to narcissists. So let me know if you have a question. I'm going to wait a few. I'm going to give some people some shout outs up in here. I got 168 people in here. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. A huge shout out to my members. Those are the ones that lit up in green, like Tinkers, Mary Smith, Tawana, Patrice, Deborah, Cutesy, Adore, Dion, Kimberly T, Steffi, Brown Shorty from Brooklyn, Lawrence Vibe, Diana, Mary Smith, Shantisa, Lady V, MB. Who else I got in here? Marilyn, Johnson, Mary, RL, Neely, Kayshawn, and Patrice M, Shalandra, Caramel Cutie, Lynn Roth, Cheryl Hawkins, me, Dimitri, Talisa, Denise, R. Hankins, Rachel. That's all I see right now. If you are a member and I did not call out your name, just give me a little wave. Just wave your hand a little bit and let me see. Miss Magnificent, I see you, baby. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so very much. Chris, I see you. Chris N. Thank you, Chris N. Thanks for being a member. She said, love you, queen. Love you back. Alicia, I don't see your membership, baby. You're not lit in green. You're probably not signed in. Barbara, I do see you. I do see you. I see you, Barbara. Hey, Naomi. Yolanda, I see you. I see you. I see you. So let's talk about, well, do you guys have any questions? Are there any questions that you have for me? This is your time. This is the segment for relationship questions. I didn't get any in. So if you have some, drop them. In the meantime, we're going to move on and talk about narcissists and how they behave in court. Okay. Narcissists. She said, how much is the membership? You can start it as low as $2.99. Moderator, can you drop my membership link? Is on the front of my page. It's on the front of the page. So, of course, we always talking about narcissists over here. Narcissists.
Hey, everyone, it's Dr.
Okay,
Bomany.
this is
sort of a...
Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let me move this out the way. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to catch her name again. I always forget it. Hold on one second. Let me see what her name is so I can introduce her. Yeah, Dr. Ramani. All right, so Dr. Ramani is going to discuss how narcissists act to court, okay? We just heard today that Justin and Cora went to mediation and they did not come to an agreement. Now, let me explain how that's actually a good thing, okay? Narcissists prefer settling out of court. They prefer going to mediation and they prefer gaslighting and manipulating you to agree with everything that they ask for. That's their preference. Their preference is to get you in with a mediator and they figure out a way to try to like get you to side with them, okay? They really don't like going to court, right? They don't like going before the judge. The judge can see through them a whole lot more than a mediator can, okay? So they really intentions is to settle out of court, to kind of scare you a little bit, get you to fold, get you to back down, get you to agree with their terms, okay? So when you don't, then they have to go before the judge. They don't really like this, okay? So let's listen to what Dr. Ramani say about how narcissists behave in the courts and behave once the judge has made their decision from, whatever they brought forth to the courts, okay? They don't like following the rules at all. They like to break court orders, right? Of course, and turn it around on you and say that you broke it, but they do not like to stick by the rules. You guys see my copyright status down here rolling at the bottom. Basically, it just says I'm covered up under the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use is saying that whatever I say out of my mouth is based on my opinion. And yeah, I'm in no way, fashion, or form trying to defame or infringe upon anyone's rights. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to it. Y'all know I just break it down. I'll be stopping and talking in between this video, but I just want you to hear what the good doctor has to say about narcissists going to court. Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. This is sort of a random one, but an observation that came from a couple things I'd read and had talked about. Have you ever seen a narcissistic person in court? Interestingly, they don't have a very easy time there. And let's break down, why do narcissistic people have such a tough time when they have to show up in court? This is something that is more of a low frequency event that may happen to people. Now, what sort of inspired this video is I was reading about a particularly narcissistic dude who was in court facing various charges recently. And this was a person who was very clearly very used to getting his way and not following the rules. And court has rules, right? Court has rules. You have to sit down. You don't speak unless given permission. You can't yell, curse, throw tantrums. The judge is the ultimate authority in that room. What's interesting is that narcissistic people end up in court more than the average bear. They love to sue people, so obviously that can end them up in court. Their divorces are messy and chaotic, so that can also end them up in court. They are more likely to be aggressive, violent, break the law, more court. They're more likely to have restraining orders, I'm guessing, probably put against them. That might be more court. So while it can seem that they are never held accountable, they do more bad things. They do create more messes. And that can mean that they do probably end up in courtroom settings more than the rest of us. Now, some of you may be thinking, I have to say that certainly in family court situations that you feel like they didn't do badly in family court. In fact, that you might remember that they kept it together while I fell apart. But I gotta say, in many cases, especially if the other person in the divorce, the not narcissistic person, doesn't respond emotionally, the narcissistic person will definitely show their cracks.
Y'all hear that? When the non-narcissist person, when they learn how to hold it together and not show their emotions, don't get overwhelmed, be crying and fidgeting and stuff like that, the narcissist person will crack. Because why? The narcissist's ultimate goal is to get you emotionally off balance. They like to get you rattled. They like to get you showing out, cussing, fussing, carrying on. For some reason, they thrive on getting you pissed off. Hence why sometimes we see some narcissists come over in our chats and say crazy things because what? They're trying to knock us off balance. Some of them stay for 10 hours in our chat, just chatting and chatting and chatting because they're trying to do what? Break me or us, knock us off balance. And when they can't, they get mad and start posting God-like scriptures and sympathy posts or whatnot because they want sympathy. Okay, let's continue.
But ultimately, narcissistic people do not do well in any situation where they have to tone down their entitlement. And this can be milked for your advantage if you are on the opposing side. By the time things in any situation have progressed to a courtroom, they're pretty bad. It couldn't be mediated, couldn't have been fixed, right? It's gone to the ultimate place. So your calmness and your non-response will mean that the full onus is on the narcissistic person to keep it together. And the
And let me tell you this, a narcissist person don't like to be questioned. So the more the lawyer asks more questions, the narcissists do not like that because they lie so much that they will be lying under oath. They will switch things and they'll probably the same question asked a different way, 3-4 different times, but the same question, but just ask a different way. They will give different answers every time. Okay.
yielding expectations of courtrooms often means that narcissistic people kind of crack. Over time, they just can't stop themselves. They'll roll their eyes, they'll shift in their seats, they'll fidget like a 6-year-old, they'll mumble things under their breath, they'll start to get into it with the judge, they'll look menacingly at a jury, they'll get antagonistic and riled up with their attorneys. Courtrooms are interesting, right? Because they're places where there are swift and immediate penalties for the usual tantrums that the narcissistic people are able to get away with. By and large, narcissistic folks go through life tantruming, yelling at everyone from coffee shop clerks to their employees to their spouses and children when they don't.
And to their social media followers, supporters, and fans, okay? They also yell at them as well because they're entitled. So they think the likes, comments, views, engagements, they think they're supposed to get it, okay? They're entitled. They feel entitled. You must, you better, you should not. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing. No, you need to, you better, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they yell at their supporters too.
Get their way. And most people often give in to them because the alternative can be too scary and too noisy. But you don't have a bailiff and the authority of the court in your living room. Those tantrums don't work in courtroom settings. There are few other places that are like this. I mean, airplanes are sometimes like this, right? I mean, you have to sit down, you have to buckle your seatbelt, you have to have your seat up in the right position. You can't just walk out to the bathroom while the plane is taking off. But many a narcissistic person tries. And the reach of federal guidelines means that if a person acts up, the people who work on the plane have broad authority to get them removed and federal charges brought to bear. All of those plane meltdowns we see on social media or in the news, I'm willing to hazard a guess that the vast majority of those folks are people with narcissistic traits. Now, anytime there is a requirement of accountability, and that's coupled with there being rapid consequences, unyielding authority, clear rules of engagement, and above all else, that all of these things subvert the narcissistic person's entitlement and their sense of specialness, narcissistic people cannot handle it. In fact, the more entitled and powerful the narcissistic person is, the worse they are at following the procedures and rules of a place with very clear ones. I have to say, I enjoyed following the news coverage of that narcissistic person. It happened to be a big trial. Following the news coverage of that narcissistic person who simply could not keep it together in that courtroom. Because it's the one time that the narcissistic person has a worthy opponent who's more emboldened than him. In that case, the judge, right? Now, this person kept saying grandiose and entitled things, and the judge.
I wonder who she's talking about. I think I know who she's talking about, but I'm just going to see if she says that I don't know.
Not surprisingly, just kept getting angrier. It was literally like watching someone dig their own hole. And the fascinating thing is that narcissistic folks think that our justice system works brilliantly when it gives them what they want. But
okay, yes, I know who she's talking about, and she is spot on. Listen, when a narcissist, when things going in their favor, when things are going in their favor, oh, it's the perfect thing, perfect this, perfect that. That's why when narcissists, when they're still married to their spouse, they say their spouse is perfect. You know, they present them as the best mom, the best wife, you know, because they're with them and it's a representation of them. But the moment the narcissists get a divorce or they break up, what's the first thing you hear? They are a horrible person. You don't know them. They're a horrible mother. They're bitter. They're mad. You know, they immediately, and I do mean immediately, become the worst person in the world that the narcissist will say they've been trying to get away from this person for years. I've been trying to get away from this person for years. I've been trying to leave this person for years. Because when they're no good to the narcissist's benefit, then all of a sudden the narcissist look at them as the worst person in the world. But if it's to their benefit, the narcissist will call them the best thing since sliced bread.
The first time a judge tells them to sit down and shut their mouths, they're screaming about how it's a travesty of justice. Now, narcissistic people still get away with a lot and somehow manage to get away with a lot, even in a courtroom. Again, I've said this before, they have this uncanny ability to fly just under the radar of not breaking the law, but making other people miserable. And since we cannot prosecute someone for being an asshole, too often they do sort of win in terms of judgments, settlements, and sentences. That said, the one thing that narcissistic people are really not able to do is to abide by the court's behavioral expectations. So that means if you are going to face up against a narcissistic person in any courtroom setting, stay calm and let themselves ruin it for themselves. Stay calm, stay composed, be prepared. I'm not saying it's going to go your way, but left to their own devices, in the one place where their entitlement and emboldenment are stripped away in some ways, let them burn themselves down. It can only help your cause. And let me tell you, it makes for some great theater to watch a narcissistic person squirm, especially in a courtroom. And just one last thing, just gotta share this with you, I'm kind of proud of it. Just want to take a moment to let you know, my new book's coming out. Check it out. Click the link. You can pre-order it now. It comes out in February, but I do hope you get it. It's all about healing. Thanks again.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys follow her, but she has a lot of nice videos about all kind of things dealing with narcissists, okay? But this one I wanted to play because, yes, again, Cora and Justin is headed to court. And, you know, narcissists love to file court claims, court orders and stuff. I mean, you know, like restraining orders and stuff like that. They love trying to sue you and take you to court. But their ultimate goal is actually not to get you to court. It's kind of strange. Their goal is to get you to, is a control mechanism. A narcissist likes to threaten and try to scare you. And then they want you to settle out like via mediation or something like that. They really don't want to go before the judge. Okay. Hold on. Oh, that's right. That's right, Bocamoso. I had to read it again. Hello to everybody that just came in. Basically, what we just saw on the video was Dr. Romney talking about how narcissists really don't like court, but they'll be the first ones that trying to sue you, take a restraining order out on you, threaten you that they're going to take you to court. But their goal is to get you in a mediation and try to settle out, or even before mediation, to get you so scared that you will back off so they can drop the claim or something on you, right? However, what they don't like is getting you before a judge. Now, if you're that type of person that you're over emotional and you go into court and you break, then they look at that as a win. They'll keep their composure and they'll make you look like a complete fool in court, right? So in court, you have to keep it together, right? You have to keep it together. And as long as you're keeping it together and your lawyer is questioning the narcissist, they will crack, because a narcissist do not like to be backed in a corner. They hate having to answer your questions. They'll rather get off the panel, get off the the stand quickly, because a narcissist do not like answering your questions. Why? Because they know somewhere in their answer is going to be a lie, and they feel like you're going to find out the lie. You're going to figure it out, because you may have asked a question, like I said before, 3 different times, 4 different times. They would have forgotten the first couple of answers that they told you because it was a lie. And then they'll come up with another one, and guess what? Boom, you got them. You caught them in a lie. So they don't like going to court. They don't like being cross-examined. And 9 times out of 10, they want to try to settle out of the court, okay? They like to settle in mediation. So we just learned that Justin and Cora, they did not agree in the mediation. I wonder why they didn't agree. I wonder why they didn't agree. Justin probably wanted something, and this time Cora said no. Now, we have seen since we've been talking that some people do settle in mediation because they just want to get it over with. And 9 times out of 10, when they settle in mediation, they get screwed, okay? They end up having to do something that they didn't want to do, having to pay more than they wanted to pay, or take on a responsibility greater than they expected because they just wanted to be over with. But sometimes in mediation, you have to play just as hard as that narcissist and wait them out and say, nope, not doing it. Absolutely not doing it. Let's go to court. If you're not going to be fair about this, then let's go before the judge. They don't like hearing that. They actually get fidgety because of that. She said, you definitely have to keep your composure in front of the judge. They're going to try to get under your skin to get you to show your tail, but you got to remain calm. Exactly. Absolutely. I mean, you have to, you got to go in there knowing that, listen, this person is going to try their best, either them or they're going to tell their lawyer to do it, right? To get up under your skin, but you cannot crack. You cannot crack. Thank you, Jeanette, for the super sticker. She says, let's play the game. Love, Amoira. Love, Amoira. Hey, baby, how are you? She said, Amoira, when was the mediation? It was on the, let me look right quick. I want to say the 11th. Yes, so it was July the 11th was the mediation. Now, one thing that Justin does to tell on himself, do you know when it gets closer to his court date, he kind of like get quiet, don't say much? You know what I mean? And now that the court date is over, and now that we know that they are going to be going to court to have to face all of this stuff, he may get riled up again, or he may go in complete silence. Yeah, it was July the 11th. And Cora, she just moving in silence. She ain't even told no one, right? She says they're not good thinking on their feet. Exactly. Hence why a lot of narcissists, you won't really see them get on your panel. And if they do you remember when Justin just had an interview the other day with that Nigerian guy that lives in Australia? And the guy was asking him, was he a racist? And, because saying things like all of Nigerians are scammers, then he must be a racist or whatever. Justin wanted to get off that panel real fast, or he wanted to get that guy off the panel real fast, remember? All right, I'm going to let you go. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Because Justin don't like being backed in a corner, okay? She said, when is the next court date? They have 2 court dates. Well, Cora has a court date with Crystal on August the 6th, and she has a court date with Justin on August the 19th, okay? If Cora had settled for anything with that narc in mediation, she would be back to square one after the dust settled. Absolutely. She cannot settle. She cannot settle. And I can only imagine what this man was trying to propose. You know what I mean? I can only imagine. I bet he was being very, very hard, with the no, you can't post the kids on social media. No, let's wait till they're, 8 or 9 before they go to Nigeria or whatever the case may be. And I'm glad she did not. She said hell to the no, 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 and more no. Amoira, did you notice he gave the kids to Corey the day before the mediation? No, I didn't know, because you know what? That date of mediation totally went by me. I thought when they went to court for her restraining order, I thought all mediations and everything was snatched from the docket until the 19th. I thought everything was going to be heard on the 19th of August. So I wasn't even tracking this date, but we just so happened to get a notification saying you have an update for this case. And we looked at it, and it was the mediation basically saying that they did not come to agreement and they will have to go before the judge. Someone sent this video to Cora. Let her know what to do. She needs to be prepared. Her lawyer, listen, that's another thing. She has a lawyer. He does not have a lawyer. I don't know how much he ended up raising on his coffee, but I kind of had a feeling that it was not going to go toward legal fees, because he made reference to legal advice. But now y'all know how Justin is, like with the chiropractor's license. He didn't have his license for 2 weeks, and then boom, or almost 2 weeks, and then boom, he go get him renewed, right? But Justin may get a lawyer at the last minute. I think that's playing with fire, if you ask me. But as of now, he does not have a lawyer. But that does not mean that he won't go to court on August the 19th without a lawyer. He thinks he's smart. So in my opinion, I think Justin feels like he can fight Cora on his own. They were with Cora on the 10th. Okay, so they were with Cora on the 10th. He used the money to renew his license. It was over 14,000. I sat and counted until I got tired. Oh my God, Arnita, you counted it? Oh my God, you counted it. $14,000. Well, I think that's enough to get a lawyer. He could have gotten a lawyer. I mean, would he have gotten a lawyer? And I mean, he could have at least obtained a lawyer and went to a couple of court cases, I would assume, but I think that he thinks that he's smart, and I think that he is going to try to go at this alone, in my opinion. He bought a new couch as well. Oh, Lord. Y'all found out the man bought a new couch. He's buying. Oh, somebody else said he bought a couch. Yes, it was more. I got tired and stopped. Oh, my God. Oh, she said it was more than 14,000. She got tired and stopped. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? I mean, he should have enough. 14,000. I think that would have been enough to definitely had a lawyer represent you at least the first day. At least the first day. But hey, I think he is a very privileged, think he, a know-it-all, and he thinks that he's going to be able to beat her in court. But the thing about it is, what he doesn't understand, he won't be going against her per se in court. He'll be going against her lawyer. So that's a difference. It's a difference when you lawyer up. You really don't have to say nothing in the courtroom. When you have a lawyer, you don't have to open your mouth. Your lawyer speaks for you. Your lawyer speaks for you. And especially if you have a good one, you're back like, yes, that's what I meant to say right there. That's what I meant to say. So yes, somebody sent me a message and said, Crystal is saying that she's never been served and that that she didn't get any paperwork. That's absolutely untrue. She did get served. There's proof in the files that says that she was served and she acknowledged it. So I'm not sure why she's saying that, but she was definitely served. Now, she may have meant she wasn't served the first time, and she wasn't. But this time, Crystal was absolutely served, and they actually have the paperwork in the file. Now, let's talk about something else right quick. And we're not going to stick long on this because this live is not even going to be long. I got about another 25 minutes with y'all, okay? I'm only going to do an hour tonight, okay? He said he used the balance of the money for rent and furniture. Oh, he used the balance for rent and furniture. You know, you guys know I read LaTruth divorce paperwork, and the first day of the reading, or the first and second day of the reading, I did not have access to the counter claim. Was a glitch in the characters. Okay, I called the courts and there was a glitch. Okay, and they said that they were going to fix it and let me know, as they did. They let me know that it was fixed, and I was able to pull it for you guys and go over it. Okay, now just because people may not have people that support Robert may not have been in the live at the time I went over it, hey, that's their fault. Okay, now, if you have not heard me go over the document, please refer back to my past 2 or 3 lives, maybe 3 or 4, and you will hear it. But I just want to touch on this just for a second. The irony to get so angry, upset, and downright disgraceful, calling names, calling the supporters names, and just getting very belligerent, all because a black and white document was revealed to show he was not being honest about a lot of things. And then I went further to break down a few more videos of his to show you guys that he was a liar. You literally have people pennies in a wand about that, okay? They are literally mad. I'm talking about blood, sweat mad that his untruths, whatever you want to call them, lies, untruths, are being revealed. Who gets that angry because the truth is spoken? Huh? It doesn't make sense to me. You would think people would want to know the truth, but I am convinced 100% that some people can't handle the truth, okay? They can't handle it. They don't want it, and they prefer to be lied to. I know you guys probably think that I'm like being facetious right now, but no, I'm not. I am 100% convinced that some people would rather be lied to than to be told the truth. Seriously, they would rather you tell a lie. They'll be cool with you. They'll love you. They'll kumbaya with you. But the moment you tell the truth or somebody else tell the truth, they can't stand them. So there are some people that cannot handle the truth because they can't take it, okay? She said, what would break Justin if Cora said out loud, I'm going back to Nigeria? It would really break him like a number 2 pencil. What else could break him if she gets an African husband? But you know what, Kimberly, I hear what you're saying, but if she said, I'm going back to Nigeria, he would use that over her head to try to get those kids for real, for real. I mean, he already trying hard now, but he would definitely try to get Cora kids if she even mumbled those words, okay? Definitely. Exactly. It does no good. She said, lies more entertaining than food. Yeah, that's true, Candy. It does no good to some people. It does no good to go back and forth with, to have dialogue with, because at some point you have to say to yourself, they're not going to get it. And you are wasting brain cells trying to get them to get it. Everybody is not going to understand your point of view and understand where you're coming from. Seriously, you will lose brain cells trying to speak and talk to people that absolutely are never going to get it. Okay. But what I don't understand is why the harassment? If you don't agree with what a person say, why the harassment? They want to harass you. They want to threaten you, threaten your family, threaten your friends. They want to do that all because they don't agree. They don't agree with what you said. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. We don't have to agree with each other, and we still don't have to be downright disgusting with each other. We could literally disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. You see it your way, I see it my way. Why do we have to be called all type of disgusting names and drugged through the mud? Because we don't see things the same. I see high, you see low. I see bad, you see good, or whatever the case may be. We don't have to agree. Oh my God. We don't have to agree, okay? We can agree to disagree, or we just don't have to agree, period. We don't even have to agree to disagree. We could just stay in our own lane, pretty much, okay? She said, you give them folks ideas of what to talk about. Now all of a sudden they want to cover the divorce documents. Yeah, Kayshawn, I heard that. And actually, I also heard that, oh, we need to be talking about her asking for alimony. That's big, you know. We need to discuss her asking for alimony. Discuss whatever you want to discuss. Who cares? Like, I really do not care what anybody discussed on their panel. You know, I really don't care. But to see the whole document and the purpose of me even breaking down the document, you know, they may have whatever reason they broke it down, right? They broke it down basically to make Robert look like a truthful, innocent individual, which we just know that's not true. But we broke it down to see which one of the narcissists was holding up the divorce. Because which person was holding up the divorce, and whoever was holding it up was the narcissist. Basically, that's what we was doing. And we saw that. We saw who was holding up the divorce. We saw that. You know, and I heard, oh, they had equal amount of emotion. That's a lie. That's absolutely a lie. And for whoever told you that, they're just a fabricated liar. Period. It's just not true. We saw it with our own eyes. Okay. Brianna's motions was for to get the judge to have them to release both of their documents. I think it was called the compelled to whatever you want to call it, compelled to submit or something like that. Forced to submit your documents. That's what her motions were for. And then she did a counterclaim on 3 of his motions. But her motion was compelled to submit or something to that effect. Like, submit your stuff, turn your stuff in, okay? She said they do everything you're doing and you're the inspiration. Now they start talking about narcissistic people too. Hey, Alicia, it's crazy, right? It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Motion to compel. That's right. Thank you, Grisella. Thank you, Zelda. Thank you so much. She said that grown lady is trying to please the bullies. That's what is given. It's comical because they wasn't even thinking about the documents until you brought it to their forefront. And you know, I don't even know why certain individuals want to call me a scammer for this, scammer for that, scammer for this. Maybe that's like the new word for, I don't know how to make money and you do, so let me deem you a scammer, because you know they call Cora a scammer too, right? So maybe I'm beginning to think that any content creator, blogger that makes more money than them are considered a scammer, okay? So hold on one second, you guys. This is my husband. Hold on one second. Hey, babes. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, what I was saying is, I don't know why people, I'm just gonna say, hey, let me just use that word for a minute, because that's exactly what it is. They're on the outside looking at what you have, and now they want to deem you as a scammer. Okay. We've seen Justin do it and all of his supporters do it to Cora. And now we're seeing it being done to me, believe it or not, because the person that they support started a GoFundMe to shut me up, right? For $150,000. That's what he did, for those that didn't know. He started it with $150,000. I came back and said, I will not be silenced. And I started one for $15,000. And now I'm the scammer. Now I'm the scammer. Make it make sense. I'm the scammer. He's not the scammer. He's justified to do what he's doing. But what I do is a scammer. And another thing, and I really don't want to even touch on this long, you guys, but the irony to know that they're saying, oh, we're not breaking down, we're not harassing this person or bashing this person. We're only pointing out their lies. But Amoira is bashing and harassing these people. No, I'm pointing out their lies. What part of that do they not understand? See, what they don't want is they don't want the person that they support lies to be pointed out. They want their lies to stay their lies and stay a secret and overlooked. They want the person that they support lies to be overlooked, not talked about, stay under the radar. Matter of fact, in my opinion, I feel like they think he has a right to lie. He has the authority to lie. It's okay for him to lie. It's perfectly okay for a grown 43-year-old man to come on social media and lie. It's okay. And I am the devil, evil, spiteful, lowdown, and a whole bunch of bleepity bleep, bleep, bleep names for revealing, exposing his lies. Imagine that. Everybody else's lies can be exposed, right? Except for his. Imagine that. You're wrong for exposing someone else's lies. You're more than wrong. You're more than wrong. You're all the names underneath the sun for exposing someone else's lies. But yet they'll sit there and they come over to my comments, which I have for the life of me, and say things like, oh, you know, Brianna don't dress her kids right. What that got to do with me? I don't care how Brianna dresses her kids. Say that for your mama. Go post that up under your mama comments. Why are you coming over to my comments talking about how she dressed her kids? I don't care. What does that have to do with me? They cannot handle the truth is what it is. They rather you say something, you reveal the truth about somebody, you expose their lies, and they come try to ram something down your throat like, oh, she don't know how to dress her children. Okay, go tell her. Go tell her, because I don't give a doggone. Okay? And you know, and I know y'all love me and I love y'all too. But y'all really don't have to tell me that they're reporting me because they can't do nothing to me, you guys. Trust me when I tell you that, okay? They can't do nothing to me. Report me. Keep reporting. Keep wasting your time, wasting your energy. Do what you feel like you got to do, okay? You know? She said they talking about you covering up abuse. You know, I could say so much about that, but I'm not. It's not my business, first of all. So when they say you covering up abuse, so now I'm supposed to just reveal everybody abuse in the world? Because a lot of them are being abused and a lot of them are abusers. A lot of them on the panel are abusers themselves. And I'm not speaking on them, right? I'm not pouring their crap out, right? They don't get to tell me who I discuss on my panel. I discuss whom I want to discuss, okay? I discuss who I want to discuss. No, what gets me is they say you are a liar, but they believe the things you said about Ja is true, but what you said about Robert is a lie. Make it make sense. That's crazy at this point. Yeah, because they want to believe what they want to believe. They want to believe what they want to believe, period. Period. I'm not a liar. Have I lied? Yes, but that doesn't make me a liar. A liar is someone that lies and will not even admit to their lie. They will never confess, right? They won't come out and tell you they lied. They just tell more lies to cover up that lie, okay? And they lie all the time, every freaking day, okay? And I know 2 individuals so far with me, being on this YouTube streets. I know 2 individuals that every time they go live, they lie. And that is Robert Hampton and freaking Justin Dean. They are liars. They are liars. Well, let me take that back. When it comes to their exes, they're liars. Or their exes supporters, they're liars. That man literally said that people ride around in parking lots running his attendance away. And that's why his events are not packed out. Make it make sense. Oh my God. How do you decipher who supports him or who don't? And you're just in the parking lot running people away. Like, come on. The lies, the lies, the lies. She said, it grinds my gears how they want to speak on things that they already talked about. You don't go over there telling what the F to talk about, so they need to leave you alone. Exactly. Have you seen me one time go over there screaming, calling them names, this, that, and the other? Since I apologized for acting belligerent and getting on their level, I would never get on their level again. But let me tell you the difference in me and them. I come over here and try to teach something, right? Like we just went over the video of how narcissists behave in the court settings, right? And I try to also point out the different lies of the individuals, right, that I'm speaking on, right? But all they do is what? Cuss people out. You beep, 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 beep. You beep, 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 beep. And you bald-headed beepity beep, beep, beep. And you beepity beep. And you beepity beep. That's it. That's all they have. That's all they have. That's it. That's all they have. That's it. That's all they have. Tearing somebody down. That's what their panel is about. Tearing somebody down. Point out the lies. Even point out my lie. If you think I'm such a liar, point them out with facts. Point them out with facts. Bring out the paperwork, right? And show where I lied. Show where I lied. Don't say she lying. Show where I lied. Show it. Oh, she lied. She said this and well, prove it. Show it. Bring out the paperwork. Show the documents. Bring up the videos. Do that. Show it. Because at this point, you sound sad. And then how you going to get mad at supporters that support me? I feel like everybody should have a support team, right? I really do. Even Robert and Justin. Everybody deserves a support team. But when I tell you them mofos so mad at y'all, you hear me? Man, they mad at y'all. I'm talking about big mad. Call you everything under the sun. I can't believe them people. All them, they call you old and decrepit and all kind of names, baby. Them dumb supporters over there, they loving on her and they doing this and they listening to her and they keep showing up. They can't stand it. I don't understand. They can't stand for you guys to show me love and to show Brianna love or to show anybody that they don't agree with. They can't stand their supporters. Imagine that. You already can't stand the person. Now you can't even stand the person that support that person. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It does not make sense. Those are clear signs of jealousy, bitterness, angry people that want to call supporters that haven't done nothing to them all types of names because they support someone that they can't stand. They can't stand me. Why? Why they can't stand me? They can't stand me because I'm willing to come forth and speak the truth. I'm willing to come forth and break things down and expose the lies for it as a lie. I'm willing to call out what they're not willing to call out. And they say, well, if you're going to be fair about it, then call her out too. You guys are doing that enough. I don't have to. I can, and I don't have no problem doing it. But why should I? It's so many of them doing it. Why should I? Because if I do it, I'm going to take all of their supporters. Huh? If I take on their job, because obviously they're not good at it, if I take on their job and break down both of their lies, nobody going to listen to them no more. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Nobody will listen to them. Nobody. So then I figured since they already got umpteen many people pointing out what they call lies or inconsistencies, then I should be able to call out lies and inconsistencies on the person that they're not calling the lies and inconsistencies out on, right? Don't you think that's fair? It sounds fair to me. Because it sounds like to me, they want me to take their supporters. That's what it sounds like to me. Because if I spoke on both of the individuals and I broke down every lie that each one of them have told, they're not going to have no supporters. Because they too busy going at each other and calling names and being degrading and disgusting that they don't even know how to deliver correctly. They yell, they spit, they cuss. They yell, they spit, they cuss and repeat. Yell, spit, cuss and repeat. Yell, spit, cuss and repeat. Yell, spit, cuss and repeat. Put out some intellectual content. They can't. They over there busting vessels and stuff. Cussing, yelling, calling names. That's what they do. They notorious for it. Exactly. They are. Hey, baby. Hey, honey. They are exactly that. She said, I know they are mad at me. Don told me what? She said, Don told me the other day she don't like me and never have. Oh, well, child, please. They ain't like Jesus Christ, child. She said, Amoira, what's the relevance of those photos on his GoFundMe? Naomi. The relevance is sympathy. Point blank period, sympathy. He thinks posting surgery pictures, because I think that may be the only surgery he ever had in his life, right? Seriously. I think he thinks surgery pictures will make people feel sorry for him and donate to his GoFundMe. You know? And pictures holding him and his daughters because he wants people, he's trying to convince people that he is, you know, a great dad, a great father. He's inconsistent, and we all know that. We all know that. His 16-year-old has come out and said her husband, her daddy don't have nothing to do with her. She don't have nothing to do with him. So how's he that super duper father? You don't write your 16-year-old off, you know? They had no content until the divorce decree. They kept recycling Brio videos. Yep. Now you are so right, A New Day. And now I heard one of them say, okay, you guys, okay, we got the focus here. We're going to focus on, and let's run with, she wanted alimony. She wanted alimony. Let's focus on that. Oh my God. Let's break this down 15 different ways. She asked for alimony. They literally, they sad to me. It's sad of everything. She wanted alimony. Let's get her. But you know what? Let me just say another thing. You know how we said the siblings are going to be his downfall? We've said that more than once. They are, right? Because as the sister was revealing text messages. She was literally revealing what? I don't get it. Lord Jesus, help her. She revealing that Brianna was taking care of him. She actually, he be coming out yelling, ain't no woman never took care of me. And then in the text message, we hear what? That she was taking care of him. Girl, stop. Stop. Why you ahead? No, keep going. Keep revealing. How sadder can you get? Huh? The more she reads, the more she reveals that her brother was a whole bum over there, letting a woman with 4 children take care of him. I mean, I was baffled. I was like, oh my God. She literally like just on the floor. He was a whole bum. He was a deadbeat husband. A deadbeat husband over there. He was a deadbeat to a woman that he built from the ground up. Make it make sense. Your sister is revealing all the dark secrets, baby. We already kind of knew it, but you know, she's further confirming it. She was taking care of him and throwing them a cookie or two here and there as well. She was throwing the in-laws a cookie here and there. But she was taking care of him. Matter of fact, she said she the one had the money. She paid for her whole divorce. Oh, I mean, not divorce, but she paid for her whole the whole vow renewal. Yeah, well, because she had the money. She paid $50,000 on a vow renewal for some ungrateful individuals that turn around and read all the text messages that she's ever sent to them in life. And she think she's making Bree look bad. You're making your brother look bad. Your brother was a whole deadbeat husband. He couldn't even pay for his wife a vow renewal. He didn't even pay for her ring, you guys, her wedding ring. But he put it on her finger in front of the camera, right? Don't front. Keep it a buck. All them skits of pretending like you're actually gifting your wife a ring, knowing all along she bought it herself. You have to feel worse, low to the floor as a man, to know that you really didn't buy this ring for her because she is the money maker, but you gotta go in front and act like you the man by putting it on her finger. Make that make sense. You a whole deadbeat husband. You are a whole deadbeat husband out here in these social media streets. You couldn't even go and do whatever it took for you to get a job, make money, to buy your wife a wedding ring. She had to buy her own. She bought her own vow renewal ring. And I think 3 of them or something like that. He a whole deadbeat husband out here in these streets. And make it so bad, the sister is revealing it. Brianna was the breadwinner in that house for the last 3 years of the relationship. He grew angry and jealous about it. Now, let me ask y'all something. Who in the comments, which one of y'all are the breadwinner and your husband is the stay-at-home parent? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Any of y'all are the breadwinner and your husband is either he's a stay-at-home dad or he just don't make as much money as you. Which one? Who? Anybody? There's nothing wrong with making more than your spouse, right? But I asked because I wanted to know, did your spouse become so jealous that he have to shout out to the world that he created you, he made you, he put you in a position to shine. He pushed you out there and he stood in the background. So I wanted to know, do he say things like that? Oh, I stepped back in the background and let her take the lead. Or did she actually take the lead and you was forced in the background? Because you hear how they say, I let her. I pushed her out front so she can shine. And I stepped in the background is what these narcissists say. They don't want to say that they just fell behind because the wife leveled up, right? It's never the wife leveled up. It's the narcissist pushed her in the front to shine while he stayed in the background. That's what the narcissists want you to believe. I pushed her out there. I did everything to make her shine. I was supporting her dreams and her career while I took a back seat and I let myself go and my career go while I supported her career. Or is it that they were really mad because the wife was shining and they weren't shining as much, right? So what do? Grow mad, right? And then they want to come out and tell people, I'm the reason for her season. She wouldn't be where she was without me. I did it. They want the credit because they know that they were deadbeat husbands. Now, my thing is this: if you and your husband make an agreement, because I do know a friend that's like that, where her and her husband did make an agreement. He is the cook, he is the cleaner, he is the person that take care of everything in the house, and she works. I do know of a situation like that. Now, I think it's kind of weird, but guess what? It works for them. He is he does all of that. And she works. And he come home, her food is ready. You know, everything is ready. He definitely do his part. But I think some men, i.e. Justin Dean and Robert Hampton, they're embarrassed over that. They're embarrassed. So they're jealous of their wives. But I even got on that subject because it's just like the sister is revealing that type of stuff, but yet the supporters want to sit there and say, oh, she used him to get ahead and this, that, and the other. Because, she couldn't have got ahead on her own. She didn't get ahead. It was because of him that she got ahead. That's what the supporters want to believe. And listen, let me ask y'all a question. So I keep hearing this because people keep dropping this in my inbox, right? Not inbox, I'm sorry, on my comments, different commenters, the haters, okay? They said when the couple was together, they dressed the kids better. They were well groomed. The hair was done, this, that, and the other. So they say it must have been the father that kept all of that together. So the father's the one combed the baby hair. The father was the one that dressed them and picked out the clothes. It was the father. How is it the father when the mama was taking care of him financially? How is it that the father is the one that kept them clean and looking good when the mama was the breadwinner? How was the father buying them all matching clothes and having them looking clean when the mama brung home the bacon? But now you want to give the father the credit. No, it was the mama. Now the mama stressed out because she has to do it on her own, right? She got to do everything on her own. But apparently it was the father that made it all perfect. Oh, he dressed them so well. He kept them so nice and neat and clean. Right? But the mama was the breadwinner. The mama is the one bought the clothes, the shoes, and everything. The mama bought his clothes and shoes and jewelry and teeth and everything. Right? The mama bought the trips, the vacations. That was the mama, the wife, the one that, the no good, bitter baby mama. She was the one that held the family down. And now all of a sudden, because they ain't together, she bitter, she hateful, she's evil, she's a HOE, she's a WHORE, she's a BITCH. She's all these nasty, negligent moms. She's all these nasty, disgusting things. But when you guys were still married, still together, she was the best thing since sliced bread. She was taking care of all y'all, the kids and you. She was doing it all and cooking and cleaning. She was doing that. Why they do what? Run the street, flaunt the money that the mama is making. That's what they was doing, flaunting, buying clothes, taking trips, flossing, buying jewelry, buying new teeth. They were flossing, right? Rolexes, expensive shades, trips. They were flossing. They were flossing. But now they don't want to get a mama no credit. They want the mama to give them credit, but they don't want to get a mama no credit, baby. She was a bum. She was an immigrant. She was broke, busting and disgusting, and rolled up in a white beat-up van. Do y'all see this? You hear this? They want to take the mamas back to the day one, but they don't want to talk about the last 3 years of the relationship. The mama was carrying the weight, baby, heavy weight. Put them in places that they probably never dreamed of being. Put them in houses, nice cars, upgraded them. Upgraded them, made more money than they would have ever made by themselves in their life. They made it. How? Because they pushed the mama out front, right? So they say they pushed her out front because the mama was the face of the operation, baby. The mama was the face of the operation. But now that you're no longer with them, what do? Oh, she's bitter. She's hateful. She's evil. She's a HOE. She's some of everything. She can't cook. She can't clean. She can't dress. She can't do anything. All she good for is just laying on her back. That's what they, you know what I'm saying? That's what they think. Anyway, let's just talk about one more thing and then I'm going to hop off. Let's talk about this because I posted about it on my page. How is it that a man that came out and said, hey, fellas, let me ask you something, fellas. What y'all think about child support? Do y'all agree with that? Because I don't agree with it. I don't think no man should be forced by the white man to pay child support. Should no man be forced to take care of his child? It should be 50-50. 50-50. Judges need to stop. They need to stop forcing men to pay child support. It's just not right. It's not right. I don't believe in child support. Ain't no white man gonna tell me what to pay for my child and what not to pay for my child and when to see my child and when not to see my child. I don't believe in child support. 50-50, straight down the middle, right? But then when we get the divorce paperwork, we found out that he filed and asked for what? What? Child support. The man that screamed, I don't believe in no child support. I ain't paying no child support. And we found out he filed December the 20th, 2022. And what did he put in there? I want full custody. Oh, yeah, and I want child support. And oh, yeah, I need her to pay these attorney fees. The whole time he was screaming 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. He wanted child support from her. That joker wanted child support from her, but didn't want her to want child support from him. And Justin is the exact same way. Justin didn't want to pay Cora child support, but guess what? He wants child support from her. Make that make sense for a second, you guys. Make it make sense. Even a man asking for child support, in my opinion, is just weird. It really is just weird. It sounds so weird to me that you would even ask for child support. But this man came out here screaming at the top of his lungs how child support is basically a hindrance in the court system. They hinder black men because what he's saying, you put a man on child support and then he missed 1 or 2 payments, then you're trying to send him to jail. I don't agree with no child support. I don't believe in the system putting child support on a black man. But yet he asked a black woman to pay for child support. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. He wanted a woman that he came out here and told everybody that he made from ground up. He built. I'm sorry. I said the wrong word. I apologize. Built. He built from ground up. He wanted a woman that he built from ground up to pay him child support. The child support that he don't believe a black man should have to pay. Yeah. The irony, right? He didn't believe in child support until he asked the judge for her to pay child support. That's crazy to me. Very much crazy. Very much crazy. Very much crazy. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in no child support. And I don't believe in being no weekend dad. I want my child 1 week on and 1 week off. But that's not what he asked for, you guys. He did not ask for 1 week on and 1 week off. He asked for full custody. He asked for child support, and he asked for attorney fees. He never asked for 50-50. She did, he did not. She did, he did not. Exactly, Lady E. He wanted child support from a child that he claimed she stole from him. This man said, she stole my nut. She stole my cum. I didn't even want to have a child with her. She stole it. And even the sister reiterated that, which I thought was kind of weird, because the sister said she think that she took a condom and with leftover with his nut in it and inserted inside herself. But why would a sister even say something like that? Like, because you got to visualize. I'm a type of person, I visualize what I say. So can you imagine a sister visualizing her brother's nut being inserted inside of his ex-wife? Yeah, she said that, you guys. She did. Yeah. She said she took a condom of where he nutted in a condom and she reserved it and shot it up in her or something like that. You have to go listen to it yourself. Just gross. But just the fact that she would even think of that, okay? Just think about it. I don't want to, even though my brother is dead, Lord rest his soul, but I wouldn't want to think of my brother nut going inside of another girl. Like, that ain't something I want to even think about, right? At all. At all. So anyway, it is some sick shit. But I just say, the sister is going to be his downfall. And just like with Justin, the supporters are going to be his downfall, right? I think Justin might be his own downfall, but the supporters definitely help. But I just think that the more text message she reads, the more we realize that Bree had a heavy load. The more we realize, I understand, not that I agree with everything Bree has done or said, but Bree probably feel light than a mofo, knowing that, you know what? The truth was a high class person, right? He liked to ball and flex out, right? More than Jonelle, right? And she was probably having to work her ass off. She was already giving him half of her money and buying him clothes, jewelry, teeth, vacations, all this stuff, and trying to appease his ego. Get out of here with that. I'm sure her load is light, okay? Is light. Anyway, y'all, I just want to bring that to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Let me give a shout out to those that did send me a tip. I appreciate y'all. Cheryl, love you, queen. Love you back. Summer, thank you so very much for becoming a part of the team. I hope you like it here. Tony Love, thank you so much for becoming a part of the team. Thank you. Jeanette, let's play their game. Love it. I love you, Amoira. I love you too, Jeanette. Thank you so very much, love. Thank you again. She says, hold on, let me read it. How about this? Y'all want to come to Amoira's house? Tell me when, because y'all can't beat me or have more ammo for my crew. 100%. Thank you, Jeanette. Appreciate the love. Candy Girl, Robert followers are hypocrites. Absolutely, they 100% are. Miserable, jealous, and broke ass hypocrites. That's what Candy said. That's what Candy said. Love you, Candy Girl. Thank you for the support. Nohimi, thank you for becoming a part of our family. I thank you guys so much for the support. Come back. She said, check your inbox. Okay, hold on. Let me check my inbox. Let me check. Oh, she looks so pretty. Hold on. Let me check my inbox right quick. Hold on. Let me see. Who told me to check my inbox? I got like 5 new messages. Let me see if this is it. Ooh, let me see.
I made sure he was good. He didn't have to do nothing, but he still got on social media, made his money, but he was able to do and move freely as he wanted.
Okay, listen, I'm going to break that down tomorrow, okay? Thank you for sending me that. I will break that down tomorrow. I'm about to hop off because I did promise my husband some more me time. Y'all know I got to make sure I am still taking care of home. So I told him I was going to be on here an hour. I've already been on here for an hour, 22 minutes. Let me go spend some me time. Did it be 2 days in a row that I spent some me time? Are y'all happy for me? So anyway, I will break that down tomorrow. I will come back on tomorrow and break that video down that you guys just sent to me, okay? All right. I love y'all so much, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Hit that thumbs up. Talk to y'all later. Bye.